Another crazy day for transfer news and transfer updates, and we all know, yo, with Manchester United, it's always transfer links here and there, but this is from our credible source, right? Christian Folk. This guy, he's massive in Germany, this and that. He gets the news done, and he's broken major stories from German players going to the Premier League, and he's extremely reliable, and he's coming out to say Benjamin Sesko. Apparently, Manchester United are in for Benjamin Sesko, right? He's a top target according to Christian Folk. So he's a top target. They're trying to get him above Arsenal. Let's see how credible that is. Do I rate Benjamin Sesko? Not as much as I rate Gyökeres and Victor Osimhen. Is he a good player? Let's see if he can cope with Premier League football, because it looks like regardless, he's going to end up in the Premier League. Whether it's Manchester United, whether it's Arsenal, we might see this guy in the Premier League. So, yo, Benjamin Sesko, let's see what genuinely goes on with that situation. But another crazy situation, man. We know with Bruno Fernandes, this guy might leave, right? He might go to Saudi, Bruno. So I think the club are working on contingency plans, right? People to genuinely replace Bruno Fernandes. And apparently it's Pedro Gonzalez, right? Pedro Gonzalez. This guy's a Sporting Lisbon player. Is he good? We don't know, right? I wouldn't be able to say, hey, Pedro Gonzalez, he's a good replacement for Bruno, because I've never seen the guy play. But I think if you're gonna replace Bruno, you gotta go out there for a top guy, man. You gotta go out. No disrespect to Pedro Gonzalez. Maybe the guy is good. Maybe the guy is unbelievable, but you gotta go out there for a top guy, man. Maybe somebody like Florian Wirtz, because Pedro Gonzalez, let's be realistic, this man is playing in the Portuguese league. So replacing Bruno, of course Bruno comes from the Portuguese league, but when we signed Bruno, he was literally tearing it up in the Portuguese league. He was one of their best players. Let's see with Pedro Gonzalez how good this guy is, how effective he is. Because if he does come in, and I do believe the links, man, him, Ruben Amorim, they've worked together. So these links of Pedro Gonzalez coming to Manchester United, I do genuinely believe them, because I know for sure, Man United, we're gonna sign a Sporting Lisbon player, maybe one, either a defender, either a midfielder, either a striker, maybe Geiger. So I know for sure a Sporting Lisbon player is gonna be signed by Manchester United. We just have to wait which one. Pedro Gonzalez. Let's see the situation with that. Benjamin Sesko. Let's see the overall situation with that. But we are moving in the transfer window, man. I can't even lie. We are trying to move. I think you need to get the job done at least before before, right? That preseason, 19th of July, massive preseason. Get the job done before that, because United, we know, okay, yeah, before preseason, at least your top players come in. We already have Cunha over the line, which is way better than having nothing, right? So get your players in. Whoever comes in, get them in before that preseason, man. That's all we want to see.